also the Minotaur as well. You mentioned about the Claude, EVOS Legends playing it safe, playing with the Claude, but look at how squishy EVOS Legends roster is, and also how divey this roster is. If Faramir's positioning is bad, he's going to have a hard time catching up with any of them for the side of EVOS Legends.
Yeah, this feels a little bit reminiscent of Game 1 between AP BREN and Todak yesterday, right? Where we saw the exact, almost the same archetype where you have Oakland playing the Minotaur and then Todak having the Faramis, having a dive-heavy comp. And once you blow your abilities, Oakland just re-engages with the Minotaur, with the Minoran Rage, those big knockups. Your call outer means nothing to them. What are we looking for in EVOS Legends? What is the win condition?
Go to late game. That's all they can do. They have a bit of a mid game power spike with R-Lot popping off, and then they have the late game insurance. But whereas for the side of AP BREN, they have the advantage of just jumping from one point of the map to another in the form of their link, so they need to apply constant pressure. If not, the Claude will start to farm up. Now, this Claude will have a painted target behind his back. That Link would definitely try to look for him to slow down the farm. But ladies and gentlemen, this is just like how I'm gonna theory craft how super stonks, right? He's gonna heal out of control. Let's take a look at highlights right here. This, I think, is the biggest mistake that AP BREN made, unfortunately, and EVOS Legends, knowing that AP BREN decided to do that, capitalize that, allowing Taz to get that 2 kills, and then just snowball out of control, and then start to play the purple buff as if it was a turtle contest.
Yeah, and you know, just of that, I agree with you, right? Off of that one botch invade, EVOS Legends, they took it to AP BREN's jungle, and they're like, this is how you do it. You talk about Taz being the yellow flash. I think Taz also learned the thunder breathing because he was absolutely styling on AP BREN, right? You could not have been more literal than walking on someone's dead corpse than what Taz did in this game.
Yeah, KaoTZ, that one was just him buying time, right? What AP BREN has been doing is just literally buying time for Super Marco to pop. EVOS Legends need to end it here and then. If not, you don't want to give more time over to AP BREN. Now they're syncing up 2 lanes right here. There's another wave marching down bot at the same time. Fluffy looking for pick up right here. Final swipe. Oh, he misses.
They're gonna try. The kidnap is there. KaoTZ able to run away with the Tempest of Blaze, and that is good enough. Now working on the Lord as Super Marco takes it down as fast as he could. That one goes down. Taz waiting for an opening to run right in. The Crystal is under siege. All lanes have lost an inhibitor. Final slash from Fluffy. Gets the stun on FlapTZ. FlapTZ once more able to get away and buy some distance. AP BREN keeping the whole team alive. But KaoTZ gotta be very careful though. Can't get caught like this. EVOS Legends cannot end it just yet. But maybe this kidnap can if Dream gets that Divine Judgment. Final wave.
You talk about a kidnap, right? Dreams doesn't really have the Divine Judgment, so EVOS Legends right here, unable to end the GG push right there. There you go, he has it right now, doesn't really have the flicker, but if you take a look at the damage leaderboard, right? Taz and Hijume doing most of the damage. Rans, on the other hand, you know, slowing just a little bit behind. Few is the only one that can consistently output the damage against EVOS Legends, and I feel like your first skill is much needed to just wave clear right now, because right here, the minions are going to start to stream in bit by bit, and EVOS Legends...
There it is. The final slash immediately kidnaps over. He doesn't have the immortality. He's going to unleash the ultimate before he goes down, but it might be too late. Taz actually gets absolutely melted by Super Marco, the hometown hero that they need. And they also got rid of Brands thanks to KaoTZ with his dying breath. EVOS Legends could not end the game, and AP BREN once more stays alive.
Yeah, and like I said, if EVOS Legends is unable to end that game right there, right now, AP BREN starting to scale, right? We're already reaching the point where, wait, the purple buff still finally taken away by Few.
Yeah, I mean, look at this replay, right? I mean,
yeah.
There's this fight.
It's just Fluffy, you know, forcing the issue, right? They really want to force AP BREN into a fight that they don't want to have. The reason why AP BREN was able to actually sustain for now, because Super Marco is just consistent doing damage. KaoTZ is just able to shut down Brands right there, so that's a very good thing at the very least. Even though this Link wasn't able to secure his own purple buff, he actually sacrificed himself for the cause to assassinate the marksman, and then all of a sudden, EVOS Legends doesn't have any pushing power, and now both these two teams resetted the map just a little bit. However, EVOS Legends has 3 super minions mid lanes marching against them.
Yeah, I mean, for EVOS Legends, right? Taz tried to go for the run it down onto Super Marco. I believe he didn't get to proc enough damage on the lethal ignition, so he ends up getting melted. But they have the third lord, right? If they get this, it has to be an end game. And once more, AP BREN they're not in a position to contest this, but TZ will see this happening, but KaoTZ is not even close, and there's the retribution on the Taz, so EVOS Legends, they will get this for sure. KaoTZ ends up showing up. He didn't try to steal this. He needs to get the objective. KaoTZ might have just kept the team alive in this game. Open, keeping the backline intact as AP BREN will lose KaoTZ. Few and Super Marco, they're going to be the last hope for the team. Dreams pushes forward, gets the kidnap, and onto Few. Few goes down. Super Marco dies. EVOS Legends have just drawn first blood against AP BREN as they march down the mid lane, 5-man strong. Lord does not matter at this point, and EVOS Legends will strike first blow.
AP BREN literally got bait. Going in, this is a very aggressive talent build. Going in, penetrate assassin, so he needs as much penetration as possible. Couple that with the rupture, and then you couple that with the Genius One. Obviously, this is the reason why Few literally get melted down in that.
Walk me through this. What are we looking for this time? I mean, it's obviously for AP BREN, you know, they bring the Hayabusa, a more standard lineup, but for EVOS, they got the Flori, they got the Ruby mid. Are they looking for lane priority?
No, I don't think they're looking for lane priority in the mid lane. They're gonna hard shove mid lane and then rotate harder, right? Ruby does have decent wave clear in the mid lane. It's very rare for us to see a Ruby mid, right? Usually a Ruby goes into the roam. No, I don't think a Florin goes to the mid as well. You don't really want the Florin to get most of the gold because you want the Ruby to get more gold. But this Ruby is also very helpful against jungle invades, right? Hayabusa very prone to jungle invades. This time around, they forgot about the Hilda. It's gonna let it through. Now, if the Ruby was able to clear the mid lane quick enough and then start hard invading jungle, and don't forget with the lifesteal update, now with the Festival of Blood and Brave Smite, this Ruby is actually got to heal non-stop and actually will love to duke you 1v1 in
screen. KaoTZ, what else can you say, right? 6-0 on this Hayabusa, completely uncontested, and it's just so hard to stop him. EVOS Legends caught him once, but at that one time he had the immortality, so not that it mattered too much. He kept that KD intact.
Yeah, not only just that, if you notice, when you see the highlights just now, the first kill only happened at 5 minutes. AP BREN was just slowly making sure that Hayabusa is well fed, and when Hayabusa is well fed, he can snowball, right? There are sometimes when you also talk about the fact that Hayabusa can also go into the shadow kill when, you know, there's a go away models. You saw what happened. BREN's trying to push the Hayabusa away, but the shadow kill does have the iframe, and these shadows just the mid lane usually should have the damage, but then again, Ruby going in with no damage at all. So EVOS Legends lacking in the damage department. They can't even kill anybody for the side AP BREN. You couple that with Few on the Cal Arthur, and also Few can also do damage to Ghost Bursters. That also does a lot of damage too. Yumi
tried the flicker trick again, and this time it missed. So big resource expended for nothing. EVOS Legends are definitely going to lose this bottom inhibitor. And without the Jume's mean of engage, it feels like there's no way for them to take any fight or to isolate the members of AP BREN. Open from the back, big knockup with the wild charge, all 4 of them into the air. EVOS Legends trying to survive right now. Everyone's scattering into the wind. You can see Super Marco comes in with the placing to wed, but BREN will take down FlapTZ at least. 4 versus 4. However, he is going to be taken down very quickly. Hijume also falls. Super Marco doing the massive damage that his team needs. EVOS Legends keeping this game alive just barely as Taz goes on the chase, but he's too far. He's gonna destroy Super Marco as he Nikola Tesla his backside with electric. EVOS Legends still in this game.
EVOS Legends still in the game, but two big things happened, right? AP BREN was able to secure mid lane and bot lane. That was a massive wild charge committed by Awkward at the same time, but unfortunately they're fighting right underneath the turret. Once, you know, EVOS Legends losing brands, they know they can actually push up. AP BREN got a little bit greedy with the Joy because they noticed that Taz is really out of position right there, but Taz on the ultimate still does a lot of damage, especially in the late game part, right? He's already secured the Holy Crystal. He's also secured the Genius One, plus Elite Ignition. Super Marco decides to bounce back to try to get for that kill. I think a little bit too greedy right there. Giving 2 kills over the EVOS Legends, that's shut down gold, but AP BREN still leading in the gold department in 10k.
10,000 net worth lead, nothing to scoff at for sure. But EVOS Legends, if they can pull off a fight like that again, then I think we will definitely have an even match on our hands. Easier said than done though. BREN needs to go massive, Taz needs to go massive.
Yeah, especially Hijume, right? The one time that finally Hijume actually managed to get a good catch was that particular fight. He needs to do that over and over again. So the pressure is starting to be a little bit high for their side, especially how Awkward actually starts putting down the walls like that. Don't forget, it is EVOS Legends stuck in a base. They can't really possibly do anything because the Lord is already up. AP BREN has total map dominance yet. So, and with that turret is just one dot, right? Awkward, I think he could just step out and just punch it down, and you know that's an open base for the side of EVOS Legends.
And of course, this Lord is going to be a no contest. Again, Lord number 3 for AP BREN. Might just be what they need to push this to a third.
Definitely, I think. Well, okay, I don't know exactly what's happened right there, but you know, we didn't get muted, so thank you for that note. But hold on a second, it is still a Lord secure by the side of AP BREN. EVOS Legends right here, once again, base defense, right? The only defense they can do is a good offense. Hijume needs to land out the I'm offended onto AP BREN, catch as many people as possible, and probably use the core to basically supplement into the damage. And that's a little bit awkward, if you ask me, coming out from the side of EVOS Legends in terms of executing that one. You can see Awkward doing exactly that right here, just gonna boop that turret and then, you know, unleash the floodgates of minions and Lord.
And there it is, the final push coming in from AP BREN. Can they survive this though? Bloom already used by the side of Dreams to keep his team alive. Tash trying to run down Kaltizi and blows his immortality in the process. BREN will now turn his attention to do with the Lord instead. EVOS Legends once more holding on to this game, and I mean AP BREN were not able to capitalize on anything.
Yeah, Kaltizi entered a little bit too early right there, but there was a nice three-prong attack for the side of AP BREN. Awkward credited for that one by unleashing the floodgates at the same time. However, the defense is there. I'm actually kind of surprised because Hijume was actually desperately trying to wave clear and absorbing a lot of these attention. Taz, on the other hand, you know, finding Kaltizi was huge, but then again, it only delays inevitable. 13k goalie in the favor of AP BREN. EVOS Legends still like 1 or 2 items, maybe 1 item shy away from a full build, but EVOS Legends is starting to pick up all the items that they need in order to dish out the damage, especially with BREN's, right? BREN's didn't even use Inspire earlier on just now. So AP BREN, I think, if they really want to play this safe to secure a game number 3, they should actually try to go for that Lord.
The flicker into the wild charge. BREN's gonna be the target. He's gonna still hold on to the Inspire for now. The ultimate not used. EVOS Legends being really patient with this fight. The Bloom though from Dreams already blew to keep his team healthy, and now blazing the way from Super Marco. Everyone on the side of EVOS Legends, they're all dropping low. Not there just yet though. Fluffy comes back to life with the immortality as they do lose the floor, and finally Dreams falls. Hijume might be the second as he cannot hang on for long enough. The flicker forward from Few to pull back the members of EVOS Legends, but it's still not enough. BREN needs to fall, and he's still alive. Life stealing back up. Open, looking for a flank, couldn't find it. EVOS Legends once more hold on to the game.
Yeah, they committed way too much for the side of AP BREN. AP BREN lost a little bit of patience right there, and EVOS Legends, you know, they are able to capitalize on that one because right now playing base defense, you saw Hijume using the I'm Offender onto Awkward, but Awkward is actually big, so he doesn't really care, and he eats a wall charge right at the face. And speaking of wall charge, he's going in right now.
This could be the end, right? EVOS Legends, they still haven't had their members back just yet. Kaltizi going straight for the crystal. Taz also falls. It's BREN against the entire world. AP BREN looking to close this out. Dreams back in 3, but it doesn't really matter. AP BREN, they won game 3, and they have gotten it. It is not over just yet, my friend. We are going
out during the emblem when it first showed in during the game. Instead of going for the Season Hunter for the Hayabusa, he went on full damage. He knows most of the time he's actually EVOS Legends for Taz, right? Decides to go a little bit more traditional. I can't believe I'm saying this. It's traditional. They can go fall back into the tank slot once again. But in this meta, I think Assassin Lancelot is a lot better. But if you take a look at its draft, right? Yeah, this time around, it's a lot more balanced for the side of EVOS Legends. It's not like that wonky draft that we saw in game number 2. On the other hand, AP BREN, yeah, Terizla does solve that tankiness problem. But like I said, the pseudo tankiness that we're talking about, right? Like, his tankiness relies on him actually dishing out the damage from the spell ban, right? That's why the Franco looks very scary against AP BREN. You lock the Terizla that's jumping towards your backline with the penalty zone, mind you, and then you just bloody hunt him. He easily gets busted down if he cannot swing his heavy axe around.
Yeah. Do both teams have kind of same win conditions, or are we looking at, you know, AP BREN having a faster draft this time with what they have?
Yes, definitely. AP BREN does have a faster draft. Their heroes comes online a lot faster, so it's about how EVOS plays this, right? If the Uranus starts cutting the weight,
just kind of look back at this game, which is a very painful game to watch. We have a decent start, right? As much as we say, well, Taz it was level 1, 1.5 minutes in, but we did have Hijume getting 3 kills, and we thought that that's going to be enough to kind of keep EVOS in the game, barely. And then that mid tier one goes down, and AP BREN decides that this entire map belongs to them, and there was no contest afterwards.
Yeah, the only time when EVOS Legends was able to do anything against a first pick lane, like what AP BREN, possible, because one of the days the fish might be biting for the side of EVOS Legends.
Yeah, you just gotta, an iron hook and a prayer. Hooking someone is one thing,
right?
but hooking someone is one thing, but killing them is another.
I think they do have the damage. Like BREN's right here, golden stuff already. They do have a decent burst amount of damage from Hijume if the second skill does land. Yeah, maybe they could actually play something. Because if you see how AP BREN, how squishy they are, yeah, I think EVOS Legends does have enough damage to burst it out. Now that's a BOD being built by the side of EVOS Legends for Task.
Oh.
We're looking for fishing.
Yeah, good hook and a flicker. It's gonna be Flap TZ, pretty durable. He's gonna just waddle out of there, I guess, but they do snipe Ogwin. So it is something for the side of EVOS Legends. Lord will be taken down. All the inhibitor turrets will stay alive, and Kautizi meanwhile on the mid side, Dreams getting pressured. Super Marco continuing to try and take down Destructor, and he will be able to do so. Hijumi, oh my goodness, in the red, almost going down. Task wants a kill, but sidestep by Super Marco. The penalty zone keeping him away, and EVOS Legends, that's the best case scenario for them.
Yeah, like cracking open bot lane, that's actually A-okay. And now hold on a second, they're going to continue on the onslaught. Kautizi finds Dreams, looking for brands, looking for more.
And he is going to give his life out for this for sure. It is a telegraph. But EVOS Legends, I mean, AP BREN, they don't mind at all. Still going to have 4 members pushing down mid. EVOS Legends have no damage to do with them. Hijumi himself is not enough.
Yeah, Hijume is the only one that is the highest in terms of damage from the side of EVOS Legends, right? Super Marco and Kautizi are already activated, but Super Marco, I think that's a consume play. Where did Taz go?
What? Well, that's a magic trick.
Airstrike stun and also the Bennett bombs. It's just Taz is too far behind to basically contribute over the side of EVOS Legends already. Yes, he just picked up the BOD. He tried to make a play right here for Super Marco. If he gets a shutdown goal, great. But Super Marco does have the flicker that prevents him from being killed. So EVOS Legends, that plan, just go to the dumps. You gotta have to look at plan C right now. What is plan C? Use Fluffy to probably open and cut the waves at the same time. But then again, Kautizi can match you easily because he can jump from one lane to another.
The one game that we see the Lancelot and we were like, wow, we gotta go full damage. That's what he gets to, right? Full damage Lancelot is paper thin.
Yeah.
Second Lord, the game spawn out. AP BREN, pretty quick for a bit. The Lord not even alive for 15 seconds and he's already dead.
Yeah, no contest at all. Task knows that he's way too behind to do anything. Brands and Hijume, they are too squishy. If Kautizi, speaking about BOD, Kautizi secures, and now his dash is gonna hurt even more. He could easily burst anybody from the side of EVOS Legends down. Hijume is only level 11. Kautizi is already at max. Now the Lord enhanced one this time round, going to be marching down mid. They just need to try to hold down the fort. They do have decent wave clear though from the side of EVOS Legends this time round. It's not gonna be a Ruby mid lane, so that's A-okay. But AP BREN looking up top instead. There's a 3-prong attack up. Awkward can always go into conceive play right here, trying to look for somebody to pick up.
Hook. And that's gonna be it. Iron hook again to the blood behind, but this time it's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. Hijume back into the base as Kautizi cuts off Raz. That probably doesn't even matter anymore because AP BREN might be looking for the end right now. EVOS Legends hanging on by a thread, but they just don't have enough to stop AP BREN. And the Filipino dynasty from AP BREN could touch, and definitely one of the prime reasons why AP BREN even got this far.
Yeah, like if you notice that Dreams actually landing on this blind hook just to open up the map.